Hi everyone, my name is Paul Eaton. I am the former Director of Orientation at the University of Louisiana at Lafayette and now a doctoral candidate in Educational Leadership and Research at Louisiana State University. One of the great pleasures of my professional career was working with the outstanding students, faculty, and staff at UL Lafayette to start Soul Camp, a new student transition camp for new first-year students at UL Lafayette. Although it is only a few years old, Soul Camp is now a well-established tradition at UL Lafayette. Each summer, over 300 new students attend one of two camps, held immediately before the start of the fall semester. Many people may not understand the tremendous thought and work that went into making Soul Camp what it is today. I hope this short digital story will serve as a documentary of some of the early history of Soul Camp, while also highlighting some of the unique aspects of the program that were intentionally incorporated into the structure and experience that thousands of new UL students have experienced and will continue to experience well into the future. Ask me about Soul Camp. Soul Camp was born at the CC's Coffee House on College Avenue in Lafayette. Originally conceived of as a new student weekend program, it was here that the original proposal for camp was outlined. What was needed was a catchy name for the new program that would capture the spirit of the program and UL Lafayette. George Anthony Kane was selected to serve as the first student coordinator, and he came up with the name Soul Camp. SOUL would serve as an acronym for the program's four foundational tenets: service, outreach, unity, and leadership. Together, George Anthony Kane and Paul Eaton worked to establish the logo for the new program. Here you see a few examples of potential logos that were initially designed. Ultimately, it was decided to go with two logos, a traditional round logo for polos and t-shirts, and a square logo that could be used on banners, t-shirts, and mailers. These are the classic looks that Soul Camp retains today. George Anthony Kane brought on a group of committed volunteers to assist in building the program. Jebby Saunier, Robert Reichert, Sarah Dronette, Taylor Ruiz, and the graduate assistant Tim Manuel were Soul Camp's first lead staff members. Together they built the entire program structure, including the camp schedule, staff selection and training, the fundraising apparatus, and the service project components of camp. During camp, student attendees are divided into small groups of 12 to 15 students called crews, facilitated by two student mentors. Each crew represents an important tradition, symbol, or historical event in UL history. Crew de Beausoleil to represent UL Lafayette's historic entry in the U.S. Department of Energy Solar Home Decathlon competition. Crew de Couleur to represent UL school colors, vermilion and white. Crew de Oak to represent the university's century oak trees lining campus. Crew de Promenade to represent the UL Lafayette Walk of Honor. Crew de Cayenne to represent the UL Lafayette mascot. Crew de Roar to represent Rage and Roar, a yearly pep rally held on campus prior to the first home football game. Crew de Rue to represent the annual UL Mardi Gras parade. Crew de Swamp for the university's on-campus swamp and nature preserve. Crew de Zone for the Red Zone student section at sporting events. Crew de Lafayette for the city where the university is located. Crew de Lagniappe for Lagniappe Week, an annual week of spring events including the annual University Crawfish Boil. And Crew de Lis for the Fleur de Lis, an official emblem of the university. Soul Camp is run by an all-volunteer student staff consisting of lead staff mentors and student mentors. These student volunteers guide and mentor camp participants through their 4-day experience. And of course, they always have the best apparel and swag. A few years' worth of staff t-shirt designs are shown here. Soul Camp is always ballin' on a budget, which means we do a lot of fundraising. Student mentors solicit local businesses for donations and also participate in the Soul Challenge, an inter-staff fundraising drive to raise funds for camp. The winner of the Soul Challenge gets an air-conditioned room at camp. The Soul Camp experience is designed to enhance student success, engagement, and spirit for UL Lafayette. On the first day of camp, students participate in a Day of Service project, giving back to the Lafayette community through various projects coordinated in conjunction with the United Way of Acadiana. Days 2 through 4 are designed to raise students' school spirit and teamwork, so students participate in crew skits and the Cajun Olympics, a series of field games and fun outdoor competitions. Students learn about the importance of campus diversity during the Student Diversity Panel and diversity discussions in their crews. On Day 3, students participate in a series of 50-minute workshops to help them prepare for college success. Involvement 101 teaches students the skills they need to get involved in campus life. Academy 102 discusses maintaining academic balance, learning styles, and study skills. Money Management 103 discusses how to maintain financial balance in college. Leadership 104 helps students see the importance of having a personal leadership vision. And Survival 105 is facilitated by the student mentors who answer campers' questions about everyday college issues. Campers also have downtime to enjoy the outdoors and their new friends. Students can hike, paddleboat, swim, play bazooka ball, and of course, dance the night away. The last evening of camp, students hear from an invited keynote speaker and then participate in an activity called Hopes and Fears, where together they form a human tunnel of light and burn their fears about college. Soul Camp truly changes students' lives. It is a Ragin' Cajun tradition that will live on well into the future.